of Drop Resume. Uh, yes, thanks. I'm graduated of computer science in 2007, and since then, actually, I engaged mostly over business analysis, internet marketing, and now actually product management and project management. Under my team, the programming team is basically the in-house. We develop Ruby on Rails applications, and other teams are mostly part-time and remote, actually. So at the beginning, actually, the idea started in 2010 middle. I was actually trying to fix the problem like having an online resume and a very designed and creative way. So I launched digital resume in 2012. After 6 months of marketing, I had to close that project due to some funds and some programming supports. So then again, I kept, going on this vision and actually changed so many teams. Like I tried with Laravel, Django, and mostly due to funds and lack of support in programming, couldn't do that. But lately, in around end of 2014, I got a investor, small investor, one of my friends. So then we launched Drop Resume. It's a Ruby on Rails application. So we are trying to solve the problem like having a resume. There's a lot of resume templates which can be chosen easily, and really, sending resumes nowadays. Trend is to, job employers ask for, PDFs into their email as attachments. So I have seen so many trouble on these, so we try to find a feasible way, like having an online resume link, and which is shareable and visitors can download also. And like bulk resume screening is also difficult. So here actually HR's professional can screen the resumes easily, favorite them, and invite them to jobs. And we are also trying to make a community here. So job seekers will follow companies and HRs. And also, we are trying to make a resourceful community here, like only, professionals will be able to publish their contents like as a tutorial and discussions. So we are trying to, it can be seen that Google Analytics, around 3.5 million are searching for how to build resume objective statements. So we built a tool like, they can suggest, the tool can suggest on resume objective statements and also cover letters, and someone from marketing backgrounds and they want to write a resume objective statement. So they'll just choose the marketing and some suggestions will be there and they can change. So vision is to build an international resume hub and simplifying the hiring process.
The reason I'm doing this, I like you. You took a long time to come here. But I wish you had taken the time to make this better before you pitched. It's good. What you do, you can do, we trust you. But if you pitch this, it's not going to work, especially when you're not prepared on the timing. This is serious. And I can't let these guys listen to you for 5 minutes. I can't do that. And I won't listen to you. If I was there, I would have already shut them down. Please, be a little bit more prepared on timing and on your pitch. The amount of time you're putting on your product and services is important, but if you can't give this message, it's not worth it. Don't do it. Any comments?
Your website is very good, perfect design. Why don't you just use, some screenshots of it? Because I was very surprised. You have such a good, website, but such a poor design of the.
Yeah, I just throw this out. You just throw it out, start from scratch. If you hate and aren't good at making presentations, there are some good templates out there for startups. Just follow those and do your best with that.
One of the difficulties in online resume websites is the occasional updating of the resume. People update their website or their resumes on LinkedIn. So compare or think of your market as potential LinkedIn users, how would you compete with LinkedIn is something that I would ask if I were an investor.
So my comment is a kind of a mix of what I heard from our fellows here. First, in terms of presentation, still have on text, and I think you should definitely improve on that. And the second one thing that I think you should highlight is what is your differentiation against others, and mainly when you think about quality assurance. So as Javed mentioned, it's hard to update resumes and things like that. So how do you guarantee that this application doesn't become like just a repository where people throw documents and they never update it? So quality will be very low, and nobody will be interested in checking something that's not accurate.
Maybe a couple of comments on how you could cut this down. We don't need to know the history that you started in 2010 and you had to abort it due to financial difficulties. All that's irrelevant. Also, the problem solution slide has probably 5 or 10 times as many words as it should have. I think everybody knows about resume and site, resume center. So you could have cut this 2.5 minutes into 10 or 15 seconds, and you could have done the rest of the presentation. I still don't know how you make money. I don't know how many resumes you have online. I don't know what your growth rate is. I don't know what you're asking for. And one more comment, I don't think the labor market is truly international, so I don't know about international resume hub. Most countries hire locally, most countries, with some exceptions.
Your advantage is you will show the biggest improvement tomorrow. Yeah. And everybody will like that you took the time to work on your presentation.
Get to work.
So you can skip the Bosphorus tour and make a far better presentation, or you sleep like 2 hours like I did and then have lots of Red Bull, and then it will work. You're welcome. Pleasure.